because this is how we are when we are having a guest. We're going to all be facing forward. We're going to now have our side conversation. So I want you guys to give a warm welcome to one of my good friends. This is Vincent. He's going to talk to you guys about different things. I have some questions also. He's going to tell you a little bit about what he's been doing lately, and then we'll ask some questions. And then we're going to do a mini workout, and then we'll allow for some autographs, and then we're going to go outside. So, but you need to be on your best.
In the meantime, she's been a great teacher and had me come down and do different things. The first thing she had me come down for was just playing football. And then as football kind of progressed and I started doing more stuff with the kids, I got to do more community service. So I've worked with Cardinals, I've worked with Gatorade, set up those stations where you know the kids will come in or will come to your schools, work on things like that. And then that got better. So by doing good things happen back. So at the end of one of the seasons, they gave me their Man of the Year award, which was pretty cool because I didn't expect anything like that. If you're doing good stuff, then just do good stuff and don't expect anything in return. You know what I mean? So from there, a guy just came out of the blue and asked me if I wanted to do a photo shoot for him. So I said, okay. I didn't really have any, I didn't want to be a model or anything, but I figured I'd try it. So a friend of mine said, hey, these are good pictures. You should do something with them. I said, well, if you can do something with them, then, I'll do the work and, we'll make something of it. So she ended up getting me in music videos, in commercials. I've been in movies. I've been on TV shows. So I've been pretty fortunate, but it all came from being willing to do something and open yourself up to new ideas. So if you stick with the same thing all the time, you may not get the benefit of trying to expand yourself as a person. So I've been fortunate in that area that I've had people around me, like Ms. Savlov, like Ms. Mary, that have supported the things that I've done and then kind of helped me become a better person. So if you have your two, are these your best friends? So if she helps you do something, if you're really not too sure about it, try it anyways, because she might know something about it that you might not know yet, vice versa. If she wants to help you, try it. Does that make sense?
Oh, what file do I
Kind of, sort of?
I think she has that on file.
So,
I know which one.
usually what I'll do is I'll just say a little bit about myself.
That's just
Lights
me.
going out.
No, I'm turning the lights off so they can see the...
Was that scene of play? Should I not walk in front of it?
No, you were fine.
Okay. What I put together was just some stuff that I've done. Did anybody see, I know these are kind of older movies, but did anybody see Piranha 3D? Okay, well I was in that. And at the end, you remember the part where the fish were eating everybody and it was tilting and everybody was trying to get back on it? Well, I did the stunt work in that. And what I did is, there was people holding on when it was tilting. And I was one of the people holding on. And I had a girl hung on my leg and you had to hold on and not fall in the water. And then when they started tilting back down, you had to come back down and start helping people out of the water. So there's a guy with crazy hair and a big necklace. And if you see it again, that guy was me. There was another movie a couple years ago, Middleman. And you saw that? And I was in that too. And these are smaller parts, but I was lucky to be in. How many people like baseball? I know Miss Savlon does. But you're a Dodgers fan, but not the Anaheim Angels. But I got to be a stunt double for Howie Kendrick, which is one of the stars. So when they filmed a commercial, I put on the uniform, I looked just like him, so I ran and slid into bases. And this is a job. So it's fun to be able to do things that you like. It doesn't always have to be these things, but find something that you like to do, and then it's not work. Does that make sense? Kind of, sort of? Yeah, it's you. I'm looking at you. Yeah, you. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's what I've been able to do. So if you guys are here in class making your schoolwork fun, then you take the work out of it. And that's the part that I've kind of found, it makes it easier that way. It's not always the first thing that you want to do, but if you make it fun, if you can find some way to take what you're doing and enjoy it, then it's not work. Then it's just something that you get used to doing. Now, I know that I can stand here and talk all day, and then they've got this in the play. But does Does anybody have any questions so far? I know that Ms. Zablot's class had a few things, but I'll answer some in the meantime, yes.
Do you have a big house and a big house?
Well, when I was younger, I didn't have a house. So the house that I have now is big compared to not having a house. And I've had cars that left me broke down on the side of the road, and the one that I have now doesn't break down. So I guess to answer your question, yeah, my house is bigger and my car is nicer. Yes. What kind of car? It's a GMC Acadia. You know the smart ones, and they tell you all these things, and the mirrors turn in and out, and the gate goes up and down. A G2? I just need a regular car. I kind of just need to open up the back, throw stuff in, and go. Then if I get too nice, I have dogs, or a dog, and he'll make a mess in it, so I don't really want to get too busy with, cleaning up after my dog. Yes, sir. Position? Well, I'm still playing now, but in the last, I played for 10 years. I played quarterback, running back, receiver, slot receiver, kick return, punt return, linebacker, defensive end. I played on special teams, anything that I can do to try and help my team. So by doing some of those things, like I didn't want to play quarterback at all, but when our quarterback got hurt, nobody else could, and I kind of knew what to do. So I kind of sucked it up and did it, but that's part of being a good team player. Yes?
How did it feel like being in the movie Promise?
I was out there for 4 days on set, and we were in the water almost all the time. And it was cold, and it was choppy. And so what they do is in between takes, we were out in the water for about 14 hours one day. They didn't even let us come back to the beach. They took our lunch out to us on boats, because they said if we bring too many people back, then it just takes too long. So if you had to go to the bathroom, you probably went in the water. I know a lot of people think, yeah. But that's what happens. And so it was fun, but by the last day, I was ready to go. And so were a lot of people, because we were out there. You couldn't have a towel out there, because between takes, then everybody would have a towel on, and they have what's called continuity. It has to look the same. So if I'm going to take a picture here and then move over here, it has to look the same. I can't have my necklace off in the next picture over. So what you would have is somebody would have a towel wrapped around them one time, and then the next time they wouldn't, and then when they go to put the movie together, it won't look the same. It'll look crazy. So I had a lot of fun, but I was ready to go home.
Can you talk about how long, how long the hours are when you do like the stunt work, or when you do commercials, or any of that kind of stuff? Because it's not just one take. You guys want to know, like, what some people would like to go into the entertainment, and it's not like you just take a picture and you read these lines. It takes some time. So if Vincent can go and talk a little bit about that, then you guys can have a little bit of understanding what it takes to actually do this kind of stuff. Like when you're on a set doing the stunt work, or when you were doing a commercial, it's not just 1 hour.
No, that's hours and hours and hours. And it'll be your call time. Your call time is the time that you need to get there. And so on those days, it was about 5 in the morning. And by the time we got done, it would be maybe 7 at night. Now they feed you, but the one thing that you have to understand, if they feed you on a movie set, commercial set, or anything, you're staying at least 6 to 8 hours, because there's laws. They have to feed you for so many hours that you're there. So if they give you breakfast, then you know that you're going to be there at least 8 hours. But if they give you lunch, then you know you're in for another at least 6 to 8 hours. And if they give you dinner, just forget it. You know that you're going to be there all night. And I've been on some sets that we were there 15, 16 hours. Oh, okay. And you sit and you're there, but you don't do a whole lot sometimes. Sometimes you just sit here and you wait, because every time they have to change something. So anytime they shoot from this angle to that angle, and they're going to switch over to this angle. So when you see your favorite movie star is going to show their face here, and then the person they're talking to is here. That's a whole setup that they have to do. So they have to move all the lights, move all the cameras, move everything over. That can take up to an hour. So you may not do a whole lot, but you have to be there. And you have to be prepared when they say, move, 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 then it's time to go. So it's not just like Ms. Sablov said, a one-time thing. You're there for a long time, even with just modeling shoots. They'll shoot 1,000 pictures. And 1,000 pictures doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. And sometimes they'll just get that one or two good pictures out of what they, shot, but you're there all day. And it's to set things up. And there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that you don't really see or you don't appreciate it until you have to do it. So it is a long day. I'm sorry, I saw your arm or something. Say that again? Yes. Right now, I'm with the Southwest Stampede, which is part of the Arizona Football League. And I've been an athlete for 10 years, but I've had opportunities that I never took to go overseas and play professionally. I went out to a couple of Rattlers camps. We did some things out there. Like I said, I worked with the Cardinals, but that's the team that I'm on right now. Yes? No. Do you? Do you think I do? No, I don't.
What about how you get into like the fashion?
It doesn't. Now this is all stuff that I kind of done that I put together between auditions, between sets, not to mention training. When you do stuff like this, what they were looking for was a certain look, and this was for a video game, and they said they wanted like an urban street pimp looking kind of guy. So when I was in there waiting, there were all sorts of guys because you're not the only one that goes in. I could go in and say, I need a 5th grader, and they'll send you all. Oh, there's Piranha. There's the makeup that they put on that makes you look like you were bitten. And these are just some local commercials. This was for the Arizona Kidney Foundation, which I didn't get paid for. It was a volunteer. So some things that you can do for, the betterment of other people, and then it helps you as well. And again, here's another audition. It's fun to go in and do them. Sometimes you get the job, sometimes you don't, but you get more experience from it every time. So if you learn something each time you do something, then you're better off for it. Here is it. Might be just because it's the bone drive, I'm not sure. This is for Fox Sports Network, and my daughter was actually in that commercial with me. We're out in the middle of the desert, and they had the TV set up and everything else. But while that's going, does anybody have questions, or did you have them?
How did you get into like fashion?
My clothing line was just my idea. I mean, you can have your own kind of idea. And that's what I do with Impact Athletics, which is my company, and so it's good marketing. It's just like your shirt says Mexico, or somebody else's says Nike, or things like that. It's the same concept. Mine, and I didn't bring an actual shirt, but this is my logo. And so that's what I have on some of the clothing. Same thing with my dog tags. I'll make those too. Yes, sir. I wasn't on the Cardinals, but my number is 20. Yes.
Okay, here's some questions. What
I
is your
guys work with
style?
guns, fight scenes, driving cars.
What is your fashion style?
I don't know if I have one. This isn't very stylish, is it? I mean, it's pretty plain. I don't really dress up unless I have to. So if I have to, it just depends. Like some of the things, it's more work related. So if I have to wear a suit, then I'll wear a suit. If I have to shave, then I'll shave. The other day I had a big fat beard. They ask you to shave, so then you shave. It's just part of the job. They're not real bullets. No, they're not real bullets, but they still can hurt you, and they can actually kill you because you're shooting it out of a real gun. So what you saw there would have definitely, killed somebody just like bullets were in it. But what it does is it shoots like little paper wads out.
What about some stuff with like fitness and nutrition? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Like I said, with fitness and nutrition, that's just something that I've always liked to do. I've always liked to run outside and be active and do different things. So again, if you can make something not be work that you enjoy doing and actually make a living at it, then you're better off. So that's what I started doing. I started training people. Miss Mary is one of the clients. Miss Savlov was definitely one of my best clients. And It just depends on what people want to do. I've trained musicians that wanted to rap on stage and taught them how to keep their breath better. I've trained, people who wanted to fight. I've trained football players. It just depends on what you want to do. We just had a couple girls finish a half marathon. So it's just all in training, but it became part of my lifestyle. And then the nutrition kind of tied in. You can do so many exercises and you'll get so far with it. But then you have to start feeding your body better as well. And it's kind of like I always tell people that have cars, you don't want to put cheap gas into your car because then it won't run right. And I'm sure your parents would tell you that as well. Yes. Am I famous? What's famous? I don't know. I don't think I'm famous.
Are you famous?
Yeah, I don't know what. Yes. Hollywood? No, I've been to Studio City and worked on some stuff, but most of the work that I've done has been here in Arizona, so I don't have to travel. Yes.
Okay, our voices should be off.
Which one? In Dead Island? Yeah. Which character? It's not racist. It's just part of the computer. Yeah.
It's hard to like that show.
What's that?
I'm clapping.
What kind of games? Like video games? I don't play any video games. No, I don't know.
He's a busy
I
man.
leave the house with my daughter, and that's about it. And she likes the dance games, but I'm not getting up to dancing. Little Japanese. Which is thank you very much. No, the most famous guy that I think I met that was a musician was Ice-T. Yeah. You know the guy from the Old Spice commercial, the real big one that bounced the
Okay, our voices should be off.
Since I met a lot of people on set. I just worked with Steve Nash.
If you guys would like him to go on, we need to be quiet and be respectful of other people. When one person is talking, we are listening. So I'll wait till everyone is quiet.
No, that was real. And that's kind of dangerous too. When you have to climb up on rocks because they don't help you up. They just say, we need you up on that rock, or you need to be up on the roof so we can take your picture. So nobody helps you up there. And if you have to have something up there with you, then you just got to climb up there with it. So it's kind of like stunt work, but not quite the same. Together. Yes. Do I work out with my shirt off? Yes. My favorite TV show? I don't know if I have a favorite TV show. I like ESPN. See what? No, I haven't. Yes, she asked if I have to cover up my tattoos, which, yes, I do, all the time.
And then Ryan way over there has been waiting.
There's, you can use a makeup, so they'll have makeup artists. Yes, or they'll just take it out of the computer. Who else?
All the way in the corner.
I've got a bunch. I've got it here, on my back, my stomach.
Okay, our voices should be off so you can hear. We shouldn't be having side conversation.
Yeah. Who hasn't got to ask a question? Because I know there's a few. Right here? My daughter is 10 and her name is Monet. All right.
And then,
Hold on. Have I been to other states? Yeah, I get to travel. What's that? No, I don't. So I used to be fast. I don't know about now. I think it might take me.
Can I get your attention, please? It is disrespectful when he is asking people or answering questions from you not to listen. If this continues, then I will eliminate the obstacles for afterwards.
we have 3 more questions.
Interceptions? Maybe like 10. I don't play too much DB, so this year I'm playing defensive end, so I've had like 3 or 4 sacks, but not any interceptions. Yes. How many wins and losses? I have no idea. I have no idea. For 10 years, I really never kept count. Yes. Way in the back. I gotta come back. I don't think so. What kind of sports? Besides football, I like just running and staying active, but the one thing that I work on for myself, Mary and Saslov did too, and my daughter mainly, is like boxing and MMA and stuff like that. So then we'll work on self-defense and how to, protect yourself. So who's got room to do this? We got a bunch of people in front of you. All right. Hands stay up, and let's start moving them just like that. Hands up, start moving. All right. Hands up, and squat, and up.
she's outside.
I'm not gonna try it. I want to go next.
It's a little harder each time.
Yeah, we ain't gonna pick you in there. Are you serious? I didn't know she was going to get it. What's your name again?
Miss Mary.
Mary?
Who are you?
Angela.
Angela. That's a pretty name.
You got a bag, you got a strap.
So I'm back home, I'm packing the truck, and just wanted to say what an honor it was to come out, hang out with you guys today. I really appreciate all the good questions and the behavior, letting me play football and race and do all that good stuff. I look forward to doing it again, so anytime you're ready to have me back, I'd be glad to come back. Thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the school year. Be good. See ya.